All right, we should be live. We should be live and ready to roll. Thank y'all for joining. I definitely appreciate you. Hopefully, my audio sounds good. I'm on a different device this time, so hopefully the audio was good money. If you don't have any real issues, let me turn on some light to see if it makes a difference. Yeah, hopefully the light is not too much. I can adjust things if I need to. But thank y'all for being here. I definitely appreciate you. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Hopefully you can. Let me just make sure everything's good. Can you hear me? Everything's good? All right. Thank y'all for joining. I see a lot of thumbs up in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. All righty. Good money. Good money. Everybody says everything's all good. Good. Now I'm going to just share this on my social media right quick so y'all bear with me. And I thank y'all for being here live from Trump Doral Resort in Miami, Florida. I would take you outside and show you the palm trees, but it's dark, so you can't even really see it. You know, so thank y'all for joining. I appreciate you. You guys have been great already. Okay. How's my sound? Does it sound good? Do I need to improve it? What's going on? Have I heard about Trey Gowdy? Yes. Trey Gowdy is now on Donald Trump's legal team. I'm with it 100%. Shout out to Robert Lewis from Dallas, Texas. Alrighty. Sounds good. Maurice Dope. Shout out to you, man. I see you, man. Thank y'all for joining. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna let you guys get in for a minute before I get into my spiel because I got a lot to say and I'm gonna get it all out there. I probably can't take calls tonight, unfortunately. But if you gonna get back to the calls as soon as I'm done with my whole tour run here, we're gonna get back to the calls. But for now, I just gotta be able to talk to you guys and I'll read the chat. If you guys want to ask me a question, please super chat. That'd be the best way so I can see it. And hopefully I don't lose it because I'm not on my regular device over here. So it's all good. Turkey. We're gonna talk about all of that good stuff. So you guys, please get the thumbs up. Like the video, share the video, do all that good stuff. Hold on, let me just raise myself right quick. I'm on a proper tripod. I don't want to get too high up on the hall here though. Hold on, let me just make sure everything's all good. It's all good. Shout out to my man Nippin. Is Miami underwater yet? No, not at all. Am I married? No, but I am taken, unfortunately, for you, but fortunately for me. I didn't mean it to come off weird like that, but I am taken. Um, Let me see. Don't get too high. Nah, I'm a teetotaler over here. No weed smoking for me. It's all good. But thank y'all for joining. I appreciate you guys. Have I heard about the Blizzard? Have I heard of Blizzard bending the knee to China? Are you talking about the software company? I've not heard about Blizzard bending the knee to China. Um, Now Blizzard, it's a lot going on. It's a whole lot going on. I saw something about Blizzard. I forget who that was that had some kind of video or something going. Better without light. Okay, good money. We're gonna just rock like that then. Okay, but yeah, I had heard about Blizzard doing something, but I did not watch that particular video. I may watch that video after this one to see what's really going on. Trey Gowdy. Is it true Trey Gowdy never lost a case? I don't know. That's a good question to ask the chat. If you guys know, let me know. But I don't know anything about that. Yeah, hey, Joshua Brown, we're going to get into him. I'm gonna get in my thoughts on that in just a moment. I want you guys to come on in and get yourself nice and comfortable, get you something nice and cold to drink, good to eat, because we're gonna be here for a while, just talking about whatever I got. I'm not home. I'm in Miami. I was in DC the last time. Now I'm in Miami. I'm in Miami right now for the AMP Fest. That's the American Priority Festival and Conference. I'll be here until Sunday. I'll be leaving out early Sunday. So Saturday show will also be from here. Saturday there's some kind of gala going on. I may or may not go to that. It depends. And Saturday I kind of got to be in a little early. I got an early flight in the morning. Okay, we're going to get to all that stuff in a minute. What are my keys to success? Keys to success is find something that you're good at, you're passionate about, and just do it very well. Go hard at it. Just do it very well. In America, at least, this is a country that's unique. It's very unique because in some places, some countries, these third world places, if you're born into extreme poverty, there's not much you can really do to get out of it. Like if you're born into a low caste in India, it's very difficult to get out of that. It's possible, but it's very difficult. I don't really know how you would be able to get beyond that in those particular places, but here in America, you can just put your mind to it, achieve it, find a niche for yourself, and be good at it. That's the main thing. And sometimes it's okay to not overshoot. Definitely. Yeah, I told you guys I'm on a tour. I'm literally on a tour. I just was in DC. I went to like I've been traveling a lot this year, but definitely a lot over the past couple of weeks. And then I have Politicon at the end. I just came from DC doing BLS. I'll talk about that a little bit if you guys want to know more. Then I'll put in my video. Also, right now I'm at Ant Fest in Miami, Florida. I've already met a few people from there. Great people already. And then at the end of the month, I'll be in Nashville, Tennessee for Politicon. So that'd be great. And if you see me out here in Miami, come up to me. I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6'2", 6'3". I'm not, an easy person to miss. And black guy with, it's easy to, it's easier to spot me, pretty much. I'm like the only guy here that looks the way I do. Okay. Israel Space Me. I don't know anything about that, sir or ma'am. I can't see your name because it's kind of going fast. Get a job. What's going on? Yes, JLP is going to Politicon, and I will see his speech. I have VIP passes, so I will be right there, front and center. I'm not speaking at Politicon, but I'm going to be there, just like everybody else, as a fan, as a supporter. Here at Miami, I'm listed on their website as a speaker, and they flew me out here, got me a hotel, but I'm not sure if I'll be speaking. I'll be doing, more kind of like interview stuff, just, talking to the people. I'm here just really to promote it, and they've given me a platform upon which I can do different things that I please. But it's mainly going to be something that's mutually beneficial to all of us that are involved. Yeah, man. What's going on, O'Shea? Hotep in the building. I'm glad you're here, sir. I'm about to get into my rant about Joshua Brown, so you might as well, I know you're over there in Poland, man. Don't go to bed yet, man. Stay up because I have to really just lay into it because this whole thing is crazy. Uh, what's that? Brown Mamba says, "Have I ever been a liberal at any point in my life?" Yes, of course. I grew up as a liberal. I became conservative in my mid to late 20s. I say this is like 2011, 2012 was really the year where it really just, but 2011 was when I started to go down that rabbit hole after a few things happened. That's kind of a long story, but long story short, 2012 was when I really just jumped over and became conservative. I voted for Barack Obama in 2008 because he was black, I'll be honest. And then in 2012, I voted for Mitt Romney because I was looking around myself and saying all that hope and change didn't really work out too well. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do something else. Yes, you are a liberal, man. Just stop trying to fight it, O'Shea. Stop trying to fight it, man. Really. Shout out to Brett Sessoms who says, "How in the H did Ilhan Omar get elected? How did AOC get elected?" Well, that's great questions. AOC got elected because it was this whole big money campaign that was behind her, and she took a seat that was kind of vulnerable in the sense that people in that particular district of New York voted for him, Joe Crowley, over and over again because he never ran opposed. He was always pretty much the only guy that was there. So they're all Democrats right there. So anytime an election comes around, they'll vote for him just because he's the only one there. Here comes AOC with money behind her from Justice Democrats and other super PACs or whatever you want to call it. Chunk Yogurt, aka Chink Uger, or whatever his name is from Young Turks, has some money in it. So basically, it was a campaign to try and take over vulnerable seats from far leftist Democrats. And Ilhan Omar won because she is Somali and probably just a fresh face to that particular seat. That's all. And she represents the highly Somali community. And of course, she's liberal. So that makes sense. Okay, now thank y'all for joining. I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up on the video if you like what you're hearing so far. If you like my content in general, and also please share the content. I'm gonna go ahead and share this on my social media while I'm talking. I need to do it myself. We gotta talk about Joshua Brown because this whole case has been wearing me out. I knew from the beginning pretty much what this was going to be, and I've been proven correct. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me just try to share this on my social media. Wow, of course I can't share it. That's fine though. It don't even really matter. Anyway, because I changed my phone, I took some apps off with whatever. Um, I already knew what it was. Shout out to my man Shreves, Ant Fest. That's where I'm at right now. Ant Fest at Trump Doral, Miami, Florida. Now let's talk about Joshua Brown right quick. Joshua Brown. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this. Give me 1 second. Okay. Can y'all still? If y'all can still hear me when I'm doing this, please let me know. Okay, that might have just been like a brief interruption. Sorry for that. Let me see. ABL. So Stymie says ABL. I'm still trying to get you and Brandon Tatum to do a collaboration with Razor Fist, aka Rachel Holly. Hey, I'm with it. I'm not really sure, how to go about that process, but I'm with it. Let me try this one more time on my Facebook page if I can. And okay, and we're back. Thank y'all. All right, I got you, American Patriots, God and Country. Let me see if I can do it from right here. All right, there we go. I got you. You're already with it. I think the buffering is over. I just had to do that right quick, so we should be fine. So Joshua Brown, like I was saying, this guy, if you don't know, was a witness in the case of Botham Jean. Botham Jean's a guy that got killed in Dallas, Texas by Amber Geiger, the police officer. She was off duty, but that's a different story. Now, he was a witness in the case. He said that he would hear Botham Jean singing gospel songs and stuff like that in the morning in his apartment. Okay, and I think he was his next door neighbor or lived close by to him. Now, 3 days later, after he testifies in the trial, he gets shot and killed. Immediately, the reaction from people, I won't say anybody's name, was, oh, he got killed because he was witnessing the case. They want to silence him. They want to stop the retrial. It was so many different things. It was just really weird because let's talk about a few things here. First of all, ain't no retrial. That's called double jeopardy. That is illegal, unconstitutional. You can't do it. You cannot try a person twice or more for the same crime. So ain't gonna be no retrial. That's number one. Number two, appellate courts don't have live witnesses come in to do anything. All they're gonna do is look at the facts of the case and see if there's any kind of impropriety there. They're gonna review it and say, oh, okay, was this charge too high? Was this charge too low? Whatever, whatever. That is the purpose of an appellate court. They don't go and bring in new witnesses or the same people that were there because that will be called double jeopardy. If you're hearing witnesses' arguments again and you're bringing in new witnesses, you having a new trial. There's no jury or nothing like that. You have a judge making a decision. That is an appellate court. So there will be no purpose of him to come back because he would not be able to come back to an appellate court. No double jeopardy. So what would be the purpose of killing this man after he testified on behalf of the victim and the case is already over with? She got convicted of murder. Okay, the 10-year thing, that's just a sentencing guideline that you could actually, that's part of the sentencing guideline. The murder conviction says between 5 and 99 years. She could have got 5 years, she could have got 99 years. It depends on a few different things. That's a whole different story, so I digress. The point is that her sentence was within the guidelines. She was convicted of murder. And to one more thing I got to say about that, to call him a star witness is ridiculous. Who labeled him a star witness, and why did they label him a star witness? For what? Why? What about his testimony was so great, was so fantastic, was so indispensable that he is to be labeled the star witness? He did not say much of anything more than what Amber Geiger said herself. Amber Geiger confessed to the murder. Look, okay, you have a confession, murder weapon, videotape, dead body, and a perpetrator. You got everything right there. Okay, she confessed to it. He said he heard it. People met by surprise, whoop de whoop, and then, unfortunately, both of them, John, he gets shot. What more could he have added that Amber Geiger herself, the actual perpetrator of the crime, didn't already confess to on videotape? She called 911, said what she did. She said what she did on videotape. She said what she did in the courtroom. What more do you need? You don't need him. He ain't no star witness. Why are you calling him a star witness? Because he died? Ain't no star witness. He was a witness. They could have made that case with or without him. He did not add anything new. Botham John's lawyer said that. Botham John's lawyer, the guy, the actual victim, his lawyer said that after the fact, that his particular testimony was not, indispensable or crucial to make the actual case. She got convicted. He would have been convicted. Pardon me. She would have been convicted with or without Joshua Brown. So let's go back to Joshua Brown right quick. Why did he get shot and killed? Well, he was a dope boy that was selling weed out of his apartment. People talking about, oh, well, why would they travel 300 miles to buy weed? You can buy weed in Louisiana and all this and that. First of all, people that say that have never experienced anything like this. They don't understand. I know people, personal friends of mine that are in jail right now for moving weed, not heroin, cocaine, meth, or any kind of other pills, weed, state to state, and tractor trailers. Okay. So, what makes you think that somebody wouldn't go to the next state to buy weight? When I say weight, I mean a lot of weed at once. And beyond that, even if you don't understand the dope game like that, maybe you understand business, just buying and selling. Okay. I remember going to the mall when I was like, 20, 21. And this is during my whole white t-shirt phase. I was one of them guys that be going around wearing the 3X big white t-shirts, looking like I'm about to rob somebody. But anyway, I was that guy and I would buy my shirts in bulk. I would go to the Korean spot or to the Haitian spot. It was one spot in the mall and it was one spot by the beauty supply store barbershop. Anyway, I go in there, I develop a relationship with these guys, and I'm like, hey, can I get these? Can I buy them in bulk? Can I get them wholesale? They're like, yeah, you give you a few dollars off if you buy them. If you like, I might buy, let's say I'm getting shirts for like $5 a piece. If I buy 10, they may give me 3 for free or something like that. I'm talking to these guys. I'm like, okay, where you getting them from? The Haitian dude was driving to New York from Virginia Beach to buy white T-shirts to sell in the store. Okay, white $5 white T-shirts to sell in the store. Why? He's able to get a big quantity for cheaper and sell them for a higher price. That's general business, which is why you get phones shipped from China to the United States. A friend of mine went to China. He physically traveled. He flew on a plane to China to buy fake Timberland boots. So people are saying, oh, why you got to go to China? You can get them from right down the street. You got to buy them in bulk for a small amount and sell them for higher. That's business. It's called buying and selling. It's called wholesaling, retailing. People don't know anything about business or crime. And they come out here and they say things that don't really make any sense. But I'm going to get right back to it. White T-shirts, same thing with the Koreans. They getting them from Asia and selling them over here. I can go buy a white T-shirt from them. I don't need to go to Korea to buy a white T-shirt, but they're getting it from Korea to actually sell here because they get it for a low price and they sell it for higher. Then they make profit. It's simple. So guys do travel for weed. Guys do sell weed out of their apartment. Guys do sell weed broad daylight. You're talking about dope boys. I done seen dope boys get caught. Like I've been in the barbershop getting a haircut back in the day when I had hair in the glory days, right? I've been in the barbershop watching guys have this big dope deal right in the parking lot, middle of the daytime. And then here come the police, whoop, 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 come right up on them and arrest them. And then the barber would be like, hey, they need to stop meeting right there because they keep getting arrested. You're not dealing with rocket scientists here. You think that these guys are super high IQ. You're rationalizing things that don't need to be rationalized. I'm just saying, this is on my chest. I'm going to get it off. Your people are saying things that make sense. Oh, why would he have weed in his apartment? Oh, why would he go? You're saying things that make sense to a certain degree as far as something outside of your apartment and stuff like that. But these guys that are out here are not rocket scientists. These guys are just regular everyday dudes, slinging weed at their grandma's house and stuff like that. That's usually how it go. Okay. and then he gets locked up. Grandma get hemmed up because he got weed in there. This is the same old story I done heard so many times. It's the same old thing. So yes, exactly. Wolfgang von Bach. Criminals are dumb. Have you never seen the show World's Dumbest Criminals? And you get amazed every single time you see a person or a criminal doing something that's just just off the chain, ridiculous, absurd. It's because these guys do not have super high IQ. That's why they're out here committing crime. If they had a higher IQ, maybe they'd be working somewhere doing something legitimate. A lot of these guys don't really make kind of money. They make a little bit of money. You may see 12 pounds of weed, whatever, whatever. How much are they making really? You can make that kind of money working at Applebee's, for real, for real. But I'll just pause that right there for now. I mean, the older, yeah, I mean, thank you, Gobenda Mahan. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like far away from the camera. But thank you for that. I appreciate you. Yeah, so that's all I really got to say about that. I mean, these criminals don't think with their brain all the time. You got some criminals that might try to get a little bit smart with it, but even the smartest criminals are not necessarily that smart. I was watching a documentary about Freeway Rick Ross last night, and he could not read until he turned 28 years old, and he was one of the major kingpins. So, what do you think your average everyday dope boy? What about his intelligence level? Do you think he's like some kind of Rhodes scholar? I mean, but that's all I got. People do travel for weed, and people aren't necessarily smart when they're committing crime. But what else we got? We got a lot of stuff happening here, and I thank y'all. Hold on. Stymie says, ABL, when I was in the military, I used to send defected Nike shoes to the US from the South Korean and some bank. Exactly. 100%. That's how it is. That is how it is. But let me just see. Um, Hold on. Is it buffering? It shouldn't be buffering. But if it is, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I promise it's not. Oh, now, did you guys see my video about the young lady talking about obesity is racist? Did you guys see that? Now, that was one of the crazier ones that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, how are you going to label a physical condition racist? Like, all you got to do is just not eat so much food. The main thing that really gets me is talking about poverty being a reason for obesity. We got to stop that. We got to stop that right now. Poverty is no excuse for obesity. It's not. How can poverty be an excuse? If you go to third world countries, people in poverty are not going to be obese. Okay, people that don't have it, if you don't have money, you can't eat over there. People over here eat too much. You may not have a lot of money, but you have a lot of food and a lot of time to eat the food, and you don't do anything to get the money. If you're poor and you like really poor, you're not working, you're probably not working, and also you got a lot of time since you're not working. So if you mix time with resources, food or whatever, shelter to eat, you might just eat food for fun. You sit in front of your plate and just scarf down whatever comes in front of you. Okay. And then she had the audacity to say, "Oh, we're in the Trump era." Really? What does a Trump era have to do with your obesity? Okay, if you are obese right now in 2019, I doubt you were looking like Gabrielle Union or something in 2014 under the Barack Obama years. You probably were just as obese in 2014. Morbid obesity does not happen overnight. 600-pound life does not happen overnight. A lot of these people have problems from their childhood that they have not really resolved, and they were obese when they were kids. So I don't think that Donald Trump or Barack Obama or anybody is the cause of your obesity. And I don't think racism has anything to do with it. People talk about, oh, stress causes you to gain more weight. Well, if you are living in abject, I'm talking about real poverty, you have nothing at all, nothing overseas, I think that your stress level may be kind of high. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say you may have very high stress. Just maybe. Just maybe. I'm not really sure. You know. Oh, hold on. PN says Trump made me fat, but need to eat the babies. That whole thing was crazy. Eating the babies. The young lady that said that Trump made her fat looks like she eats a few of those. You're talking about scarfing that down with some ice cream float, a Snickers bar, all that good stuff at night in the bed while she's sleeping, just getting up, just nighttime feeding. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe Hillary Clinton was doing a nighttime feeding of babies before the presidency, and she stopped doing that. And then things kind of went haywire. But I digress. The point is that uh, obesity is not racist. It's an absurd thing to say. It doesn't even make any sense, none whatsoever. Exactly, R25. The sun is out. Racism. Everything is racist. Everything is 100% racist. Shout out to WT. I, I, I'm kind of going fast. What it says, W2D2R says, hey, Anthony, shout out from Chicago. Southside, keep up the good fight, brother. Hey, will do, man. Definitely appreciate you. Thank you for your comment. I most certainly do. I appreciate all the mods that are here. If you like what you're hearing so far, please give me a thumbs up. That'll help me out tremendously. Also, share the video if you can. I help that. I would really appreciate that. The word racist is racist, exactly. 100%. That is the general idea. The Rapper 10,000 says Facebook flagged me for sharing Nick Taylor's video on that black woman blaming her weight on racism. Yeah, Facebook, I don't know what they be doing. You know, the weird thing is that, oh, the mirror is nice, T-Pain. Hey, check it out. Yeah. Yeah, that mirror is very nice. Yeah, but Facebook, I've not had issues with really being flagged like that. Not that I can remember. Thank you to Mandatory Carry, who says, keep fighting at work, so can't stay. Hey, I appreciate you for that. I most certainly do. Thank you, thank you. All right, take it home. I probably can't get that through TSA. That might get flagged for that one. That was a community guidelines violation. Yeah, I've not had that happen before, which is really weird. Shout out to my man Uber guy in the building. He says, "What up, homie? Hold on. I just gained some weight off of Trump stew." Exactly. Hey, that lady might blame her weight on Trump specific foods. You got tariffs in China. There must be Trump to blame for that if she gains weight. Hold on, let me just see. That's kind of like I was trying to see if it made a difference. Hey, it's all good. Yeah, I'm in South Florida, aka Cuba. Shout out to all the Cubans in South Florida. 100%. In Miami, I'm at the yeah. I will see you at Politicon, man, for sure. I'll see you at Politicon, Nashville. Do a crypto Bitcoin. I have a crypto ID, but I don't have it on me. I have it at somewhere else. So I have to get back to you on that. Hold on, let me see. I'm reading some of these comments here. What's this? Alien 6467 says it seems like as if black people are poor, it's racism. If they are in jail, it's racism. If they are killed, it's racism. Now this, I'm seeing a pattern of black privilege here. Everything is racism. If you get called articulate, that's racist. If you are poor, that's racist. Everything is racist. Yes, T-Pain is correct. No calls tonight. I'm gonna try to get the calls back soon. I just don't have the proper equipment. I might be able to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to see if I can finagle it for Saturday, but that's kind of a stretch. We're gonna see. You know what else we got here? I got a few more topics on deck. I thank y'all for joining. Most certainly appreciate it. Oh, China versus the NBA. This is a pretty big one. I was in the White House. Yes, I was. Um, oh, Trey Gowdy. Let's talk about Trey Gowdy right quick. I think it's a good thing he's on a legal team. That was kind of a surprise that he would be on there, but at the same time, I'm not really surprised. I guess it's a pleasant surprise that he's on a legal team. Somebody said earlier that he may have not ever lost a case before. I'm with it. If that's the case, then I'm with it. A good guy always seems to say the right things, so I think it'd be good. I wonder, like, so he's not in government anymore, is he? He's just a private citizen. Hey, go ahead and get her done. 100%. I'm with it. Yeah, shout out to my man Trey Gowdy. I'm a fan of his for sure. I say go ahead and do it. Yep. Now, hold on. I want to say something. Nobody ordered that murder. Joshua Brown was a dope boy and got killed in the streets in the game. Dope boys get killed every day. Like, and what would be the purpose of killing Joshua Brown for? What? Why? his testimony was not the thing that made the case. If he did not testify, the case would have ended the same way because they had everything. Everything that he said was pretty much echoed by Amber Geiger in the confession. So you got the murder weapon, you got all of that. I mean, you got a confession, murder weapon, the whole 9 yards. What more you need? You know, a confession on phone, videotape, audio tape, the murder weapon, the victim and the perpetrator. All of that, you got it. Case closed. Let me see. Sock, is that your name, boss? Sock says, have you talked or thought about LeBron SJW, who might not speak about communist China? Do you think LeBron will speak up? Yeah, I did video about that. I'm gonna talk about that right now. That's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted to cover at this moment. Now, communist China is a big time partner with the NBA. Okay, it's a lot of money over there. Look at it like this. Here's some numbers right quick for you. If you didn't see my video, China has about 1.2 to 1.3 billion people with a B. 1.2 to 1.3 billion. Hold on 1 second. Gobindo Mohan, thank you for your donation. Says, I also request all of the audience, if possible, to just tip $1 each. Channels like yours need to stay strong so that we fighting the fake news. Hey, thank you for that. I definitely appreciate you. Okay, I'm gonna put a pause on the NBA stuff. My man Lucas is coming to the chat. Lucas, hey, you're the guy I wanted to see, man. He says if the testimony wasn't that important, they wouldn't have subpoenaed him and threatened to arrest him to show. Several individuals failed to show due to threats. Well, who else got subpoenaed for the testimony? Was it just him? And why did Botham Jean's lawyer say that his testimony was not necessarily that important? Okay, and how did they know what he's going to say before he says it? At the end of the day, what he said was not very important, according to Botham Jean's own lawyer. So if you want to say the lawyer was wrong, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And what did he really say that was much different than what Amber Geiger said? Listen, Amber Geiger confessed to the murder. Murder weapon, check. Confession, check. Perpetrator, check. Dead body, check. Videotape, check. Audio tape, check. Police phone call recorded, check. What more do you need, sir? You don't need Joshua Brown's testimony. They have no idea of knowing what he's going to say before he says it. They subpoena him. Okay, come to court. Tell us what you know. You can go in there and say Scooby-Doo is my uncle, and then that's it. That don't mean because he got subpoenaed that the testimony was important. My man Lucas, that's my dog. Okay. Lucas said he said that she never told him to show her his hands. Okay. And like at the end of the day, the case was she thought it was her house. It was not her house. She missigned, she was neglectful, and that was it. And she got convicted. Botham Jean's own lawyer said the testimony was not that important. So don't take it up with me. Just talk to the lawyer and tell him he's wrong. I mean, tell the lawyer he's wrong. But as I was saying, shout out to my man Lucas. I'm gonna see more of his comments, and then I'm gonna get back to it. But China and NBA, I'm gonna talk about China and the NBA, and then I'm gonna kind of just jump back and forth in between, whatever I'm doing. Now China is a big partner. They have 1.3 billion people with a B in their country. Out of that 1.3 billion people, about 300 million of them have played basketball before. 500 million of them have watched at least one NBA game before. So that is a lot of people. Put it to you like this. The United States only has about 325 million or more, not including illegals, but a different story. About 325 million people total in the whole country, man, woman, child. They have 300 million people that have played basketball, 500 million that have watched at least one game. The money to be made in China, the money they're already making, is through the roof. Houston Rockets, let's not forget, Houston Rockets had Yao Ming for his entire career. Who was the president of the Chinese Basketball Association? Oh, you guessed it, Yao Ming. Okay. Every now and again, the Rockets will go over to Shanghai, Beijing, or whatever and play basketball exhibition. They'll wear the Chinese letters on their jersey in the United States. If you watch, I'm an NBA fan. I'm a big basketball fan, huge basketball fan. If you watch NBA games, they'll have Chinese advertisements in the United States at the actual game. So the NBA and China are in bed together. So if the Chinese government comes out and says, "Hey, Houston Rockets general manager, that tweet supporting Hong Kong, we don't like that. Hong Kong is part of China. Hong Kong is a Chinese city. You are supporting a separatist movement. You're supporting the city of Hong Kong becoming a sovereign entity, which we don't want them to do. That is called secession. We don't want secession to happen. We want to have China unified. Same thing with Taiwan. Different story. I digress. We don't want to do that. So look, these are your options. Basically, either you apologize and fix this and don't do it again, and you continue getting our money, or you don't apologize, don't fix it, and not only will the Houston Rockets be cut off from any of this lucrative Chinese money, the entire NBA will as well. So what you gonna do? You can have people like LeBron James come out and oh, I can't breathe and this, that, and the third. They'll let that slide because at the end of the day, it's not a real big deal. That's not really going to hurt the bottom line of the NBA. Okay, but when it comes to China, oh no, no, none of that SJW stuff is going to fly because we got to get this money. Okay, the whole thing with I can't breathe and Eric Garner and people like Greg Popovich talking about Trump and Steve Kerr talking about Trump, all of that don't make a difference because it won't really affect the bottom line. But China, we got to get this money. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, won't come out and say, "Oh well, we want to silence our people." He won't say that. He'll say we support freedom of speech, but nah. Behind closed doors, I can guarantee you that Adam Silver told the Houston Rockets GM to apologize to the Chinese government because if he didn't do that, then the entire NBA would be in jeopardy of losing that amount of money, billions of dollars. I don't want to do it. So that it goes to tell you, it goes to show that all this SJW stuff that's coming from the NBA is not much more than a facade. It's a facade, and the same thing from any other sports group, any person that's out there, any kind of celebrity that's out there. The climate change people, they don't want to talk about China and India and Africa, where all the pollution is coming from, especially China and India. They talk about some of these white countries. It's all a game. It's all fake. It lets you know that this whole SJW thing is no more than just to get some PR. But shout out to everybody watching. I'm seeing Lucas in the chat commenting, but I have to go back and look. So Lucas, if you're there, what were you saying? Because I couldn't keep up with you when I was just talking about China right there in the NBA. Yeah, free Hong Kong. I'm with it. Mason Lucas says the only person in the apartment to give testimony, to my knowledge, is now not an important witness. Um, he was not the only person that was subpoenaed or the only one to give testimony. And the most important person that gave testimony was, guess who? Who was the person inside the apartment that gave the most important testimony? I'll give you a little bit of time to think about it, just for a moment. Amber Geiger, sir. Amber Geiger was there and testified that yes, she did do it. Yes, she intended to kill him. Murder weapon, assailant, victim, dead body, on videotape, audio tape, talking to the police, and in court. Who's more important than that? Come on, man. Both of John's lawyers said that what he said, Joshua Brown, was not really that important to the case because Amber Geiger, I mean, all you needed was Amber Geiger to come out there and say what she said. So, but hey, that's pretty much what it is. Thank you to Darnell McGavick Sr., who says ABL started a podcast good for driving and high CPM. I've been looking to get into the podcast, but I don't know how to get it set up to monetize it with the CPM and stuff like that. Now, like, can you monetize podcasts on iTunes or Spotify? Like, how do you? I just don't know how to do that. I've not researched it properly, so that's probably my fault. Okay, Lucas says, "Bro, you're using a testimony of the defendant for the defense of the defendant. I mean, what what more needs to be said? She she confessed, and they got the weapon, and they got it on tape. So I mean, what more do you need? Like I said, the lawyer already like Lucas. Listen to me. Listen, I know you over there. You're like, oh my goodness. Listen to me, Lucas. If what I'm saying is incorrect, then the lawyer is also incorrect. So you mean to tell me that the lawyer is just he don't know what he's talking about? He's just incompetent. And you are you a lawyer? I don't know if you're a lawyer or not. I don't want to get into your background, but are you a lawyer? Do you understand these things? I'm just asking, man. Shout out to uh Mayor Whiskey who says liberate Hong Kong revolution of our time. Hey, I'm with it. Shout out to Hong Kong. What did Amber Geiger lie about? Man, Josh Brown got murdered because he was a dope boy. It's simple. He had already been locked up before. He got arrested in 5 different cities in Texas for guess what? Drugs, evading arrest. Come on, man. Be for real. He already had a lengthy rap sheet. They got had found drugs on him. You got 3 suspects. One of them already got arrested and snitched. So I mean, how many more confessions? You got a confession from Amber Geiger that she did it, and a confession from the guy that killed Joshua Brown that he did it or he was involved with it. They probably got a pistol on that one too. They probably got a weapon on that one too. She lied about giving directions to Jean as well as positioning his apartment. It's inconsequential. It don't matter. Why does it even really matter? Let me see. Captain America Shazam says Amber was a result of affirmative action. The standards were lowered for political reasons, and now a man is dead. She was an incompetent and unfit to be a police officer, and she's not the only one. I'm with you. I said that in my first video. I'm with you. I don't think she should have been a cop because she seemed like she's a little bit too skittish for me. Wasn't really, taking her time. So I agree with you on that 100%. Let me see. ABL, Sir Charlie says, ABL, who mistakes someone's apartment for their own? I'm baffled that you are so supportive of this type of excuse and aren't appalled at the meager sentence you received. You shouldn't be okay with this. Well, according to what I've read about the testimony, 50% of the people in that apartment complex have gone to the wrong apartment at least one time. So the answer to your question is 50% of those live right there in that apartment complex. I mean, so what are you really saying? Why is it a meager sentence? How much time should she have gotten? It's guys that out here really game banging and are active and don't get that much time. So I mean, and it's Dallas. I mean, come on. This dude Joshua Brown had been arrested a bunch of times, and obviously he was not in jail. So I mean, how much time should Amber Geiger have gotten? And what is that based on? What are you basing it on? Are you basing it on prior convictions or just how you think about the situation? 10 years is appropriate. Everybody knew it was an accident. It was pretty clear what happened. Yeah, people talking about Johnny DK says Amber was so important to the world, the police had to set up Brown. Come on, exactly. Like, be for real. People talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, this a whole different level. Jeffrey Epstein had dirt on politicians, leaders of state, like those kind of people. You talking about some John Wick, like Day of the Jackal type of stuff, not a dope boy like Josh Brown. I mean, come on, man, be for real. Dope boys get killed all the time. That's not nothing new. I know dope boys that got shot, killed. I know dope boys in jail for doing stuff like what he did. Slinging, we all talk, having weed in their apartment. That's not nothing new. Let me see. Sreeb says, what kind of activities and what kind of things? Hold on, I'm reading as it goes along on my screen. What kind of things and activities will you be partaking in at AmpFest? Well, I'm listed as a speaker on the website. So basically, what I'll be doing is um, if I need to be called on for a panel to speak, I'll be doing a panel discussion. And what I'm really wanting to do is like man on the street interviews people. So like tomorrow morning we got like a little check-in, and I'm gonna just go around, shake hands and all this and that, and I'm gonna just do interviews people. I got my trusty tripod right here, and I got a microphone that I can have wirelessly record. So maybe I do some live streams. My main thing is to cover the event. That is what they really want me to do. And if I need to be on a panel, I'll do that as well. But my main thing is to cover the live stream, to cover it on the live stream. Let me see. Lucas says, so to use a known dope boy as a credible testimony. Come on. I mean, he was there. Like your background is not necessarily gonna, make a testimony that credible. Like that's not how that works. That's not how that works. The only time you be kind of in question as far as your credibility is if you were, if you had been arrested and then you were exchanging your testimony for a lighter sentence. But even still, you would still get used. But you will have guys that's in jail that'll get brought to court to be in the case to testify. So that don't mean that you just, what I'm saying, like the you can be attacked on that by, you know, you can be attacked by the lawyers in there and say, oh, he's not credible, he's in jail, he wants to get a lighter sentence, but they will still use that person. So you can have somebody that's in jail, in cuffs, and they orange, that gets brought to court to testify. So there's not anything outside of the ordinary. Let me see. People don't use drug deal testimony to assist in putting officers behind bars. Yes, they do. People go to pitch people in jail that testified against officers. Freeway Rick Ross got locked up, and I think while he was in jail, before he went to jail, he compiled a bunch of evidence against corrupt LAPD officers. Okay. And that evidence was used against the officers while he was actually in jail. As a result of his testimony and the evidence, he got his sentence reduced by like 6 years. It went from 10 years to 4 years. So yes, you can be in jail and testify and put corrupt cops behind bars. Yes, you can. And she was not even on the duty when this happened. Lucas, come on, like listen to me. To anybody that's out there, to try and debate me is just not going to work, man. Like if I debate you, I'm going to win. What I like to do, if I'm not up on a thing, if I'm not really familiar with it, I'll be like, I don't know. I'll throw my hands. But if I know, I know. Trust me. Now Lucas is good, man. That's my dog. But we having a discussion right now. And matter of fact, Lucas, if you want to get on the Instagram. If you have an Instagram live, when we get on there, I might not, that might not really work. Irrational and illogical, but it happened. There's an actual a documentary with Rick Ross saying, "Hey, I was locked up in jail. I compiled evidence against corrupt cops and LAPD. I presented it to people when I was in jail, and I got brought to court when I was in jail. The cops came by the cell and said, 'Hey, Ross, you got court.' You in jail, locked up, and you get brought to court. So if they use somebody that's in jail for court, why not use a guy that is not in jail, who is not being charged for a crime, who is not being suspected of a crime, to be a witness? You can't say because a person got locked up before that they're not a credible witness. I mean, the lawyers might say that, but that don't mean that you're not. No, he also testified, sir. He brought evidence and he was brought out of his jail cell to testify in court. Debating me is not going to work, man. Hey, Lucas is my dog, but you can't beat me in a debate. Nobody can beat me in a debate. Rapper 10,000 says, did I see that South Park episode mocking China and Disney and they banned the episode? I've not seen that. But I'm not surprised. Stymie says, it's possible that Dope Boy was killed for being a snitch. I mean, that could happen. That's possible. But I think what happened was it was just a drug deal gone bad. It was a drug deal gone bad. That happens all the time. It's unfortunate that he died, but it is what it is. Hey, I would like to get Lucas on, but I can't. I don't have my equipment here to go to do the live thing right now with other people. I can only just talk. Let me see. But thank you all for being here. Definitely appreciate you. If you like what you're hearing so far, give me a thumbs up. I mean, yeah, it's he died. It's unfortunate that a dope boy died. I mean, he's a dope boy, but I'm not gonna say because he was a dope boy he deserved to die. It's unfortunate that he died. He probably had family, friends, people that like him. It's unfortunate that he died. But when you a dope boy, this is part of the game. That's just part of it, man. You gotta just be ready to roll with it. Let me see. What else is going on? Is there any other topics that I've not covered? Hey, what I'm gonna do with Lucas is if he has an Instagram live tonight, I'm gonna get on the Instagram live and then we're gonna debate there. I can't do Skype or anything right there. I can't do live streams because right now I'm in my hotel room. I'm in Miami, so I don't have my proper equipment. I might be able to swing that on Saturday if I'm able to get some things hooked up properly. Can I say the White House? Oh, the White House was great. How hot is it in Miami? Or the temperature? I'm not sure about the exact temperature, but it's definitely warm. It's definitely warm. Getting off the plane and that heat hits you like a ton of bricks for sure. It's humid. That's really the main thing. Have I seen Joker yet? No, I've not seen Joker yet, but I definitely want to go check it out as soon as I'm able to. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have my mixer or anything. Have I talked about the poll that's headlining Drudge right now? What poll is that? Syria. Let me see. Magnificent. Shout out to my man Magnificent. I think Magnificent just maybe searching for answers and he's not getting what he's looking for. I'll just leave it at that. So shout out to my man Magnificent. But I had a great time at the event. It was great. I was in the White House. I never had any issues with Turning Point. It's been all love. Yeah, I did talk about the NBA versus China. To sum it on up, since you had missed it, the main thing is look, China is big money. So all the SJW stuff, all this, oh, we're going to fight for those who are, oppressed and all this and that, all that goes away when money comes into play. Simple as that. Let me see. Oh, that's a good question. My Dixie wrecked. Wow. I'm sorry I said that, but I didn't understand what his name was saying. So I'm sorry, but that person says, "What's your take on pulling out of Syria?" Hey, y'all kill me with y'all with these names, man. Y'all gotta stop, man. You guys got these weird names, man. Please change your name for something more family friendly, man. Anyway, pulling out of Syria, I'm with it. People don't want to pull out of Syria because they want to keep the wars going. Talk about the Kurds. It's like, look, man, we don't want innocent people to die, but at the end of the day, whose job is it to protect the Kurds? Is it our job or is it the job of the Kurds themselves? Because if we're going to protect them, we got to still be over there with a presence. And if Turkey was to try and attack them, now we got to attack Turkey. Now we got a war going on between the United States and Turkey, although Turkey is an ally of ours. So it's kind of a complex situation that's going on. Do you want to stay in Syria or not? Do you want to leave and let them deal with their own business or no? That's the question you got to ask yourself. And if you're going to leave, then leave. If not, then not. And it can't really be no hemming and hawing about it. People like Tulsi Gabbard, I knew she would say something like this. She said, "Oh well, it wasn't immediately. She didn't say anything when it just happened. She said something back in December of 2018. She said something along the lines of, I'm for leaving Syria if the Kurds can be protected. Well, it's like, okay, if you want the Kurds to be protected, that must mean you want us to stay in Syria. We cannot protect them if we're not there. It's so simple. So let them protect themselves. Is it kind of what's the word? Is it kind of harsh? Maybe, but it is what it is. If you don't want to have endless wars, if you don't want to be over in the Middle East playing World Cup, it is what it is. Yeah, the Kurds have no country. See, the Kurds have their own agenda. They want Kurdistan. They want a part, I think, of Syria or Iraq or whatever. They want their own country, and they want to be able to fight those off who are trying to say you can't have your own country. So The thing is, they've been fighting over there for years and years, 1,000 years or more. All we're gonna do is be over there fighting with them. So either we're gonna just leave and let them continue to fight, or stay there and continue to fight with them. That's it. Turbo Alpha says thoughts on Blizzard kowtowing to China. I've not heard about that story in full. I saw like a thumbnail of it, but I've not heard about the story in full, so I don't really have a comment on that. I have to look at the story and see what's really going on. Let me see. Yeah, shout out to the Kurds, but they gotta just do with what they gotta do with. It is what it is. Lucas is on Instagram. I'll be over there soon. T Pain says they want what they want. They set up home wherever they go without assimilating. Exactly. Right. So what are we gonna do about that? That's not. They got to be able to just tighten up, become Syrian, become Iraqi, or become Jordanian or whatever they. You can't just be like, oh, I want my own country. I'm gonna just take this little piece when it's already occupied. But I'll leave that right there. Shout out to my man Chandler Crump. I see you, boss. Stymie says with a little pointing to their name. Weird name. Come on, ABL. Nah, your name is all good. Your name is all good. Elijah Jean says Kurds are nomads. Hey, it is what it is. Blocksmith says Kurds will win against Turkey. That's Trump's master plan. They will beat the dictator Erdogan. I don't know about that. That's going to be a little difficult because Turkey's not a small country, and Kurdistan, like, it's not even the real place. And how many people do they have on their side? Will there be anybody there to help Kurdistan or the Kurds, pardon me, to create Kurdistan? I don't know. That's going to be something. Sushi says Kurds are like a displaced group of people fighting for a piece of land to claim as their own. It's just not going to work. Exactly. It's just not going to work. So, I mean, I understand the struggle, but if it ain't going to work, it ain't going to work. And it's not our place to force it to work. Either we're going to play World Cup or we're not going to play World Cup. And that's pretty much all that there is to it. It ain't nothing else to really say about that. Rapper 10,000 says, would you dare people like AOC or any feminists to spend a year in the most hostile place in the planet, seeing how they hate the USA? That'd be funny. I don't think they're really going to do that. They want to just stay in Western world, Europe, that kind of, they don't want to go to, boot Headistan somewhere. They want to stay right where they are. It is what it is. Sock says, dude, what are we going to do? Go to war with Turkey, who is a member of NATO? Exactly. Like, right. What are we really going to do? It's all good. No, we're not going to go to war with Turkey. We have a military base in Turkey, if I'm not mistaken. So how are we going to go to war with them? That's like going to war with Saudi Arabia. It's not, theoretically, Turkey is our ally, but it's kind of a shaky relationship. Same thing with Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia is stronger of a bond than Turkey is with us. Let me see. Oh, it's all good. Shout out to Marco Channing, who says, I mentioned diversity of thought in both ABL and Lucas bringing a lot to the table. And that's what it's all about. We don't got to agree on everything. We can debate. He can get crushed in the debate, and that's fine. But we can still, at the end of the day, say it's all good, shake hands, and that's it. That's how I rock. I like to have a debate all the time with people, and it be no hard feelings. Like on this show, when I have call-ins, I can't have call-ins tonight, but when I do have call-ins, people call in debate, I say have a good night, and I really mean that. I don't mean no ill will to nobody that I'd have a debate with. Yeah, Turkey has the fourth biggest Middle Eastern military. Yeah, so I mean, probably behind Israel, uh, Israel, Iran, and then who else? Saudi Arabia, maybe, and then Turkey. Hey, Michelle A says, I don't understand hyperventilation over a few dozen U.S. troops. Really, exactly, exactly. What is a real big deal? Let me see. James O. Garcia says, ABL, is it possible for me to video call you on ABL Live this Sunday? I'll be calling you live from Hong Kong. If I have my equipment set up properly, it'll be Saturday over here. I may be able to do ABL Live with the call-ins, but if not, then I probably won't be able to until next Wednesday. What about the Kurds? Who? Hilarious. Let me see. Metal Empire Productions says, Anthony, Elizabeth here from San Antonio. What do you think of the mass Democratic protests ranting about Trump impeachment taking place every Saturday for the next few weeks, beginning 10/19 in New York? Just more of the same old screeching, not really much else going on outside of that. So I'm not really worried about that at all. No big deal over here, honestly. Let me see. Uh, all right, just reading some of the comments here. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. But yeah, did I get everything on my topics I wanted to get across? If I missed anything, if I missed any topics, let me know, and I'll cover it right quick before we go ahead and wrap it on up. Put a nice bow on the top. Again, I'm sorry for no calls tonight, but I'm traveling. You guys know how it is. Y'all just, and super chatters, you've been great tonight. Thank you all for super chat. I appreciate it. I'll be here for a little while longer, reading some of the comments and responding. Yeah, I miss Ivan. Shout out to my man Ivan. I know Ivan wants to. I know Ivan wants to come in and debate, especially about that whole thing with both of them, John and Joshua Brown. Let me see. Rand Paul back Trump. Yeah, Rand Paul know what it is, and I'm sure that Ron Paul will also back Trump in this situation. I'm sure. How them butter biscuits taste like? It tastes great, man, because Mama made them for me. How about that? Tell your mama said thank you for the butter biscuit, sir. All right, what else we got? Hey, thank you to Jesse Mendez. I appreciate you for joining. Most certainly appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Voltron says you want some. Hey, man, ask his mama for some butter biscuits. I'm sure she just make some for everybody in the whole room. All right. Yeah, Liza Jean, I saw that. Pocahontas keeps lying, talking about she was let go because she was pregnant. She's a liar. She has a problem with lying. She definitely is a liar because, the story's changing, talking about, oh, well, I got let go and they knew I was pregnant, but it didn't say anything about we're firing you because you're pregnant. She's just one and one. And then they offered her a position like the next year and she resigned. So, like what's the point in lying? See, somebody like that's lying is pathological, in my humble opinion. They can't control themselves. They gotta lie. Lying to them is like breathing. Unnecessary lying. Why would you lie about being native? Why would you lie about being pregnant? And that's the reason why you got fired. Well, she was pregnant, but she didn't lie. Like she didn't have to lie about being fired. What's the point? There's no reason to do that. Yeah, in Miami, CB, 100%. Yeah, he had 12 pounds. He had 12 pounds in the house. She wants to be a victim, social currency, exactly. Pandering, crypto, Jason. Who's pandering to who? Oh, talking about Pocahontas pandering? Probably so. Let me see. Cocaine Cowboys. Yeah. Cocaine Cowboys, one of those good ones. And that right there is a crash course in the dope game for people that don't know about it. About weed. People bring weed from the southern border. You get weed that comes across the border all the time. Why you got to go to Mexico to get? Come on, like it's silly. The Vatican raid. The Vatican got raided when? I've not heard about that at all. Johnny DK said that's why her name is Loud Watha. Hilarious. That is a very fitting name. Loud Watha, 100%. So maybe I'll be nice and sensitive and not call her Pocahontas anymore. I'll call her Loud Watha. How about that? That might be better. That won't offend anybody because it's closer to the truth. Hold on. My man Omar Adams says, too bad Corn Pop died before he could meet Ellen. Thank you for the super chat, Omar. I definitely appreciate you as always. And shout out to Corn Pop. Shout out to Stami who says, yeah, if she can't make sweet cornbread, she's out. Yeah, make that sweet cornbread. Hey, if you can't make it, then I'm just, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that I can't do it. I can't do nothing with it. Liawatha. Like Hiawatha? Liawatha. Who was Hiawatha anyway? I don't even really remember. I just remember that name. a Native American named Hiawatha. She's Hiawatha. All right, what else we got? PN says weed in LA is regulated and expensive. Yes, it is. 100%. Absolutely. And not everybody has that card. People still like to buy it on the street. I mean, legalizing, quote unquote, legalizing weed or decriminalizing it will not end the black market of weed. It may put a dampen, it might dampen it a little bit, but it won't end it. Let me see. On 25 Main talking about the whole Syria situation. All right. So did the Vatican get raided, or am I being trolled? What's going on? I've not heard about that at all. So that might just be somebody trolling. I don't know. They did. All right. I saw you the first time. Thank you for the yes. I promise I saw it the first time. Nah, I shave my face. I don't like to have facial hair because my facial hair when it grows in, it looks like, I smoke crack for a living. It's patchy and it's not really. It doesn't look good. Okay, the VA, the VA, the Vatican raided a bank in the Vatican City. Okay, gotcha. Hold on. Somebody says, "Hi, Walther united the Iroquois into a true nation." Ah, okay, there we go. Thank you for that, Patty. I appreciate it. No, the Vatican is an online joke, like Air 51. Okay. Wow, you guys are crazy. Okay, but thank y'all. I appreciate it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it on up. Put a bow on the top. Thank y'all for being here. I may be able to do the calls on Saturday. I'm gonna try to finagle it some kind of way. If I can, then we're good money. If I can't, then I'm sorry. But we're going to see Saturday if I can finagle it. Right now, I'm gonna try to get some water around here. There's water in the room, but it's like $9 if you use it. It's crazy. So I'm gonna try to find some water somewhere else. I'm in Miami. Yes, I'm in Miami, Florida. I'm at the Trump Doral Hotel. I'm here for the American Priority Festival and Conference, aka AMP Fest 2019. That is what I'm here to do. Okay. A kerfuffle t-shirt. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that done for sure. And a few more things I'll put on the store. Some hats, some tees, all that good stuff. All right. Yeah, I'm in the hood. I'm in Doral at the Trump Doral. Thank you, Captain America Shazam. I appreciate it. Is the room bugged? Well, if it is bugged, then it don't even really matter because I'm streaming right now, so they can hear what I'm saying regardless of what. Let me see. All right. Wow. Get It Job says I got charged $27 for a 6-ounce Pepsi from the mini bar. Wow, that is crazy. You in Hialeah? Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Hialeah. Well, I come to San Antonio. Hey, if somebody brings me out there, I'm with it. I've been to El Paso before. And I've been to Dallas, I think, in the airport, but I've been to El Paso like, for a few days. So San Antonio, I love to go to San Antonio, Austin, all that. So shout out to that. Let me see. And of course, I will be streaming from here. We got a lot of guests coming. We have James O'Keefe, we have Donald Trump Jr., Charlie Kirk, we have Dinesh D'Souza, we have Sarah Huckabee Sanders. A lot of great people will be here. Go to AmericanPriority.com for a list of all the speakers, all the guests, the performers. Terrence Williams will be here, the whole nine. Jack Posobiec from Twitter, DC Drano, Instagram guy. The list goes on. It's a lot of us is going to be here. It's too many to name, but you guys check it out on AmericanPriority.com. Okay. All right. I think that will be it. So until next time, y'all be safe. I'm out and peace.